Hi, great. Thank you for your fantastic response for my yesterday's video. So, today's topic is all about inferiority complex. And so, this is something is when I look at it, there are people who feel inferiority complex, there are some set of people who feel superiority complex, there are very few people who know how to balance the whole process of managing people, managing the daily life. So when it comes to the inferiority complex, what I personally would like to share is this is also one way of like self-limiting belief, which I spoke about it yesterday. Like over a period of time, people develop a kind of certain complex, either feeling of superior, whether feeling of inferior, based on the feedbacks what they keep receiving, either from their friends, relatives, or parents, or their self-realization or self, opinions what they form. So when it comes to the inferiority complex, which actually keep a lot of people stop growing or stop becoming successful because of they try to always compare self with others. Saying, for example, if somebody is going in a cycle, they think, oh, I don't have a motorbike, or if I am going in a motorbike, I don't have a car, or vice versa. Somebody knows only speaking Hindi, they think I don't know how to speak English, or vice versa. Like I live in a particular place, or I don't live in a particular place. So these are all the certain complexes what the people keep developing it. So for example, also some people think I am looking ugly, I am looking short, I am looking thin, or I am looking fat. These such complexes makes a person to stay inactive by not taking action towards growing successful. So what I personally, in my personal career, when I look at it, I personally went through many kinds of inferiority complex in my early stages of my life, while I was in my professional life. But I think it took some time for me to keep understanding and realizing my inferiority complex, and then overcome step by step process. But when I start working towards a kind of overcoming the inferiority complex at one particular stage, like from inferiority complex, I become normal, and unknowingly I reached a level of superiority complex. So what happens is that at the inferiority complex, I always feel that I am not okay, the other person is always okay. That kind of feeling, like am I doing good, am I doing right, those kind of questions keep coming, and in the superiority complex, when unknowingly when I reach a particular stage, I started feeling that I am the one who is doing always right, the other person is always doing wrong, that kind of feeling. So both extremes are not very correct or good to become a kind of good manager or a leader, or to become a good successful happy person. So what is very very important, what I learned from my self experience, is that when you are feeling inferior, when you are feeling inferiority complex, one of the point is that you need to understand and then again write down why you are feeling inferiority complex. Why are you trying to compare with others? It's very important, and understand that you have your uniqueness, you have your self values, you have your self strength, which you need to realize. And then that you must try to understand that the other person doesn't have any time to think about your what you are doing bad or what you are doing good. It's all about what you feel most. 90% of the times it's all about how you feel. So that feeling you need to really overcome by self-talk, or by positive affirmations, and also taking action. So getting rid of the inferiority complex is one of the very very important aspect to become more successful. So you identify your inferiority complex, why you are feeling inferior, and then very clearly write down a positive affirmation, and also take a kind of coach or mentorship who can able to support you in overcoming such inferiority complex, and then take an action to get rid of it. Once you start doing it, it will become a kind of one of the barrier which will you will hurdle, you will overcome that hurdle to go to your next level of successful journey. So just in my personal experience, I think I really went through a lot of inferiority complex, but I could able to thank God with the right kind of association with books, right kind of association with some of the positive audios, and some friends, and some good mentorship. I could able to overcome the inferiority complex. I'm sure if you are feeling such kind of complexes, don't don't think it's permanent. It's going to be just a temporary. You can able to overcome such kind of inferiority complex. It's easy and just about a kind of following certain steps. There are many books and many tools available to support this. So great, have a great wonderful day, and just share in the YouTube or in the Facebook messages, like what helps you to really overcome, and is there anything you wanted to share, any other topic you want me to cover. I'm happy to do that. Have a wonderful day, and great, go ahead, take care.